Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, let's have a look in today's video. We're going to be looking at silver, we're going to be looking at gold. I'm also going to be focusing on the GDX, GDXJ, the SIL, the SILJ as well too. And we're going to be focusing on those and just seeing what's actually going on through there and what's actually happening through there. So firstly, I want to focus on gold, okay? Now, with gold right now, let's have a look what's been going on the short-term basis. Look at gold. Hasn't gold just been for the last month? Look at this here, massive rise above this channel, above this trend line here has absolutely just been massive to the upside, okay? So massive. You can see on a short-term basis, every time we came down, we bounced off it, came down, bounced off it, came down, bounced off it, came down, bounced off it. Isn't that interesting, right? Like we had a breakup, two small bars, breakout, two small bars, breakout. We're going to do another two small bars and breakout, right? So the why I titled this video, are we about to see some form of a pullback? Because right now, we're in this big upward movement and who knows when this is going to end. But if I zoom my chart out a bit, look what's happening here, right? We've got this major level of resistance where we are right now. Okay, and in fact, if I just draw my trend line again here for a minute, right, you'll be able to see why this is a daily chart. Remember, this is resistance back here. So you can see how we had this. We had this resistance, support, resistance, resistance. Then it became resistance as well, and look what's happened where we are right now. We're right at that junction point right now, resistance. And we've been going up for quite some time. So I have said for quite some time, and I did this through here, that I said this could be some form of false breakout. If it is a false breakout, then we're likely to run to the top of the channel. That's exactly what it did today. Exactly. So from there, I'm expecting to see some form of a pullback. Now I could be completely wrong with that, guys. It's like, who knows? This is a big steaming bull market right now when it comes to gold. I don't see a crash, but you know, are we about to see a pullback in the metals again? Because we're right at this resistance point and we've been actually right at this level through here. So it's going to be really, really interesting. I do see we're starting to get into a bit of an oversold territory, so we need to have probably a bit of a pullback from here. But I don't see an actual crash. If we do get a bit of a pullback, it's probably likely to be around a 50 to a 62% level. So if I bring up my Fibonacci levels from the low point, so we start from, when you join your Fibonacci levels, you go from the ultimate low point to the ultimate high point, and then you measure it up from there. So if I go and bring up my retracement levels, then if we did start to see a retracement, we're probably likely to get a retracement back down to say, probably just a little retracement back down to say 1640 if we do get that. Okay, I don't know yet. Looks like we might be forming a bit of a short-term topping pattern. We need to see a couple of down bars first. If we do get a couple of down bars and break below this level, that's when we're likely to start to see a very nice move down to probably around 1640, maybe even 1600 from there. But that is probably just going to be a nice short-term pullback, or it may not. It may just go sideways and break back out. Either way, guys, we get a pullback, we're going to see a nice move back up in gold. I believe that. We go sideways from here, we're likely to see a pullback from gold. Or we just continue up and we're likely to see a nice run in gold. So gold is definitely looking really, really, really strong right now. But on a short-term basis, guys, we may get a pullback here, but we want to start to see that. We want to start to see the market tell us that we're starting to see some downward movement. I wouldn't be too surprised if we started to get that now, because once again, we are getting very, very oversold here. Now, looking at silver, for people that are on silver right now, we want to see this thing start to move nicely, right? We want to see this thing really, really rally and really gallop up big time, because what's happening right now is we had a big drop down and we're slowly moving up. And as you can see here, right, we've been slowly going up, higher, low, and slowly. We want to see silver like have a big breakout and run to 1850. Well, I would like to see anyway. I'd like to see that anyway, because I'm long silver as well too. But that being said, guys, I wouldn't be too surprised, because we are getting to that point. We're getting very, very oversold through here to see some form of a pullback. Now, this level through here, this $14.50 level and the $14 level is major support. So if we did get a drop out of this level through here, I see that that's probably likely to hold and then we're likely to bounce from here. And the reason why I'm saying that is if I bring up my weekly chart, you can see what's happened through here recently. If I take this off the screen, you can see how the market has found major support, major support, major support. And notice how we flushed down through here and then we flushed back up. This is a classic end of trend indicator, and what we also call falsy. That's right, falsy. False breakout. That tells me that even if we did get a bit of a pullback, we're likely to hold and then continue rallying up and then continue to go from there. Overall, guys, okay, this, what I just drew there, that may take 12 months to happen, may take 6 months to happen. But we are going to get a pullback, so we're not going to get straight up move. So that's the reason why I'm so confident long term in silver, that we have found a major bottoming pattern in silver. But on a short term basis, guys, silver and gold short term, we may see some form of bit of weakness coming into the market, but I don't think it's going to last too long. GDXJ right now is also been rallying up. We're getting very, very close to that oversold point. We've been going up for quite a long time through here. Now we're at that major high point. This has completely changed the game. We did a massive V bottoming. Look at this line. Look at this line chart. Right, this is what you call a classic V bottom in the market. Flush down and a flush back up. We're at that highs right now. So yes, we're probably likely to see a bit of a short-term pullback, just so the market can take a bit of a breather before we start to break out. And the GDXJ, if we start to break above that $30 level there, guys, then I definitely do see we're on our way up to, around about, I'd say, this level through here, which is around just above that $40 level, which I'd say $40 level. So there's a good $10 range through there. If I bring up my daily chart now, let's go back to the candlestick chart here for a minute. Daily chart. Then I see a nice, good sort of, at least a good $10 move coming in the GDXJ or GDX. But maybe I would like to see, for me personally, I would like to see a bit of a pullback first, a bit of a resting pattern before it broke, and then personally, I'd love to see as well too. The GDXJ right now, the GDXJ is, the GDXJ is also doing the same thing as well too, but we're not quite at the highs yet. We do have a lot of major resistance point through here. As you can see, recently we've had a lot of major resistance and support through here and resistance through here. So that's the reason why I'm having a bit of a problems right now. But I do believe even if we did get a bit of a backing pattern through here, a bit of a 1 or 2 or 3 day pullback, we're probably likely to break and break hard as well too. Looking at that weekly chart, once again, guys, we're seeing a very classic V bottom action, strong move down, strong move up. And as you can see, this is a classic what? And this is why I say that even on silver, right? This is exactly what silver did. Low, low, low. Remember, this is a weekly chart of the GDXJ. We broke down, but then we rallied right back above it really quickly. So this level through here is what? An end of trend indicator, I believe. And then long-term, guys, long-term, as you can see, squeezing up. Long-term, we're about to see some fireworks. We're talking about like the biggest short or the next big short. Forget the next big short. Right now, what we're seeing on GDX and GDXJ, this is not a blatant statement for all gold stocks. It's just for what I'm seeing here on the GDX, GDXJ. We're going to see some fireworks in these markets through here. So moving on now through to SIL. And SIL on a short-term basis is right at this resistance level. Having a bit of resistance there. So again, I wouldn't be too surprised to see a bit of a short-term pullback. And then also looking at that was the SILJ, and looking at the SIL right now, we can see how we've actually had this, once again, this short-term sort of resistance back here. We had a lot of support back here. Then we had a lot of resistance. We had a drop down, okay, a drop down, and now we've had a rise up. We're having a very, very nice rise up. So once again, guys, I wouldn't be too surprised if we did see a bit of weakness coming into the markets through here and where we're at right now. So there we go, guys. Short-term basis on across the mining stocks indexes, that is, not for all mining stocks, and also silver and gold. I definitely see that we're likely to see some form of a short-term pullback coming soon. But then after that, we are likely to see some nice moves again, especially in the GDX and the GDXJ. Once they start to break those levels that I've talked about, then we are likely to see some really exciting moves in that. And that's going to be the greatest bull market in history. Hey traders, I'm running a flash sale. It's a $7 flash sale to my brand new Grab the Markets by the Balls trading course. If you go to johnsflashsale.com, you can get access to the $7 massive sale that I'm doing right now for a short time. So go to johnsflashsale.com and I'll see you over there.